Alright, welcome back to a round 4 game of GP Houston. We have Purplemurasaki versus Cajun, and they're both 2-1 right now, so this game will decide who makes it on to the top cut. And this is actually going to be very historic, because if Purple doesn't make it, then this is going to be the first time in, how many GPs was that?
This would be their sixth, so it'd be the first time in 5 GPs that they haven't made top cut.
Yeah, and meanwhile for Cajun,
First top cut in at least a year, maybe more.
yeah, so Purplesaki's on a control deck, Maze Collection Esper control, to be more specific, and Cajun's on Demon Twin, which is a black-red mid-rangey deck that has a combo finish.
Yeah, I'd say it leans more like aggro range. I think any deck that runs Banished Companion is leaning towards the aggressive end of things.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, we did question Cajun's choice to run Banished Companion a bit during the decklist stream, so who knows?
I know that Cajun has vocally come out in the competitive Magic channel and praised Banished Companion's role in the deck successes, so I think that at least the curve of Banished Companion to Sophia seems pretty good to at least keep your opponent on the back foot while you're trying to assemble combo pieces or some of your other top end.
Well, Cajun's on the play, so they get to drop turn 1 Banished Companion, and we actually haven't talked about their keeps yet. So Cajun has banished into Stolen Secrets into Rogars. Meanwhile, Purple has...
Well, I mean, banished into Stolen Secrets. Purple's not going to counter it, so Cajun gets both Stolen Secrets and a second Banished Companion off here.
Any Impala pools.
Before we get too far past it, I do want to say that it was very funny how in the rolls for deciding who's going to go first, both Cajun and Purplemurasaki rolled a 2. Cajun rolled a 4, and then Purple rolled another 2.
Amazing.
Just, two unluckiest people alive right here.
And yeah, the play process matter a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, Stolen Secrets gets a pretty easy name here because a majority of Purplemurasaki's deck is instants. This is mostly to enable, they have the first mate Mabel.
Yeah.
So even their win conditions also have flash. But yeah, in order to get to that level of instant speed plays, I think they have 25 instants, yeah.
Or stuff with flash.
Yeah, I mean, they have 10 cards with flash, 6 creatures, 4 enchantments, but specifically for Stolen Secrets purposes, yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be pretty funny if Cajun names instant and Purple reveals no actual instants and just a bunch of cards with flash, because that is possible in this deck.
That is. I don't think you keep... I feel like Purple knows better than to keep hands like that, because even with, like, triple Maze Collection, that's still not very good. And then your other early game flash plays are Cane Dancers, which, like, if you don't have any instants, start to look a lot worse. So...
Well, if Cajun takes Cursory Glance here, it enables Cane Dancers. So I'm pretty sure they're taking Pithwelt, and yeah, Cajun just does that.
Especially because, like, they're getting crazy board presence off of this anyways, so, like...
You Banished Companions. Are you playing against the mid-range deck, or are you playing against Burn?
Again, yeah, I think this deck is... Its ability to just put early pressure really makes it a lot... Like, it gives it the ability to play flexibly at a variety of speeds. But usually when a deck plays flexibly at a variety of speeds, it's like... Okay, I play a really impactful 2-drop, and if you don't answer, I start bopping you. But, like, pushing the envelope to 1...
Yeah.
Yeah,
holy crap,
for Cajun,
King can top deck. Is that just lethal?
Well, I mean, okay, Cursory Glance exists.
Oh, right, okay. So not lethal quite yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you're Cajun, can you afford to just not play out spells until next turn to double spell?
They're gonna channel.
I guess they're gonna bait out the Cursory Glance.
I mean, Purple's going to Cursory Glance here because that gets something in yard for Cane Dancer.
Yeah, there's basically no downside. Yeah, my thought was that you don't play a spell there. Purple plays a land, passes back to your turn. If, like, you get to untap, and then Purple doesn't have the mana to Cursory Glance plus Cane Dancer, and if you top deck a land, you can Rogars plus King them.
Right.
Or you Rogars them on their end step, because then they can't Fractured Reach. Because Fractured Reach doesn't produce colored mana, so they won't be able to cast a counterspell if you Rogars Frenzy them on their turn.
Yeah, good point.
So lots of options.
I mean, you also force Purplemurasaki to just waste mana, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and see, this is the exact situation. Cajun top decks a land, and now...
does Mabel save them? How much damage is Cajun pushing?
So Cajun does 4 this turn. Rogars does 3. I mean...
King doubles it, so it's 8 plus 3 damage coming through. I mean, Mabel can block and then gain 2 life, so Purple will survive. They're leading off on the Rogars to bait out the counterspell. Purple's thinking about whether to counter it or to just keep up Mabel. I think you just let it through because, again, Mabel's gaining you way more than you would get by countering Rogars, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, they might just Mabel in response to this now that Cajun doesn't have removal for it.
Does Purple know what Cajun has in hand?
Nope.
So what is playing... how would purple get punished if they play Mabel here? Because I'm thinking about what purple might be trying to play around.
I'm thinking like another Rogar's Frenzy to kill Mabel, but like that doesn't really matter because
Yeah, that saved you 3 life, so you're happy if Mabel dies.
I don't even know.
I mean, I still think purple should wait until Cajun attacks in order to try to ambush an attacker. Yeah,
For sure.
Just cracking the land because why not, I guess.
I mean, the why is that now that you signal, I guess you more explicitly signal what you could have, is how I feel. Obviously, Fractured Reach means that it makes that evaluation a lot harder, but I think that cracking for a white like narrows the bands of options of stuff that purple could be trying to cast on their turn potentially.
Right. I mean, at the same time, Mary Gate's making all 5 colors, right, with Fractured Reach.
Yeah, on Cajun's turn, right? Which is why I specifically said on purple's turn if they wanted
is
to.
Is that how Fractured Reach plus Mary Gate works? Like, does Mary Gate only make 5 colors on your opponent's turn?
Actually, I think since Fractured Reach can produce 5 colors of mana even on your turn, it doesn't work like how I was saying.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's not. Yeah, because it's only activated on an opponent's turn, but or maybe I don't know. This is a judge question that is going over my head, but. Yeah.
I mean, purple probably knows the answer because they wouldn't be playing this combo without knowing the answer.
I mean, I don't even know what's a combo. I think just Mirror Gate is sort of, if you're playing control deck, you need to be running Mirror Gate.
That's really good for purple.
Cajun! Why would you not attack?
There's playing in fear, and then there's losing because you're playing in fear.
Yeah.
I mean, Cajun knows that purple has Mabel.
Right, but then...
Yeah, then you're not
at least force them to play it. Then you get to play Kinkin for free, and you get to cantrip, and then you have options. I don't know.
Well, if they try to play Kinkin, then purple just King Dancer to Cursor Glance, and then
no, I mean main 2. So like you attack in. If purple decides to Mabel, then you don't. Then you play Kinkin. If they don't play anything, you just go ahead with your life.
Well, then you're only doing 4 to purple instead of the 8 that's possible from Kinkin.
Right, but then you don't give them a target for Kinkin.
Right.
And then you just buy yourself more time to like Rogars, which is uncounterable, and then expand your board presence, etc. I think like Cajun's in a winning position as long as purple isn't given an opportunity to like put stuff on board. And if they put stuff on board, they can't interact, so Cajun can angle out advantage that way. It's just like Cajun should just leverage what they have on board, is what it comes down to. You're winning on board, use it.
Yeah, those Stolen Secrets. Is purple going to try to bluff and then make Cajun name instant?
There's no point in not countering this, really. Because Cajun knows that purple has Cane Dancer.
Yeah, but maybe Cajun is trying to go for broke and name an instant instead. Actually, no, that would be bad because it might give Cane Dancer another target. So yeah, you're always naming creature there.
And now you get... I think now you try to Kinkin.
Well, I mean, yeah, it does get Kinkin through. Although in a way that...
To be fair, this has been some really unfortunate draws on purple's part. I like how Cajun's been kind of conservative with the Wayfarers, right? I mean, I think drawing 8 lands so far has been pretty unfortunate for purple.
I agree. Oh, an Earth.
Obviously, they didn't keep a hand with a lot of card flow. Also, what is this? Gets back Channeler of the Veil.
Yeah, is that just lethal?
So wait, so you swing with Banished Companions. You get in at least 4. Main 2, you sack Channel of the Veil. Oh no, it's another creature. But so you get 4. So you get 8 damage in. So it's not actually lethal.
Yeah, but now purple can't crack any fetches. Or do they even run fetches? They don't actually run that many lands that hurt them.
And I guess they don't have wipes. So like I guess that's effectively lethal, right? Or do they have wipes? Let me look at the deck list again.
They have Dream Comes True, which gains life. They have Cast Out, which would...
But Dreams Come True doesn't gain enough life to stop Banished Companion just rolling over next turn.
I mean, one of the actual Banished Companions is going to die to Mabel, so it's only one Banished Companion.
Right, but then so because the Channel of the Veil line puts purple to 1 life, then they gain 3 off Dreams Come True. Banished Companion copying itself deals 4 damage. So that would kill purple.
Right.
So what are there? I mean, Unrelenting could just kill Cajun, hilariously.
Yeah, that too. Purple decides to not block because I guess they're playing to their outs now.
Yeah, okay, and now they lose. If Cajun doesn't play it, I'm going to have an aneurysm, I swear to God. Please, Cajun.
Maybe they're playing around counter spells. I mean, purple is holding 4 cards in hand.
I think if you're Cajun, you think that, like, why does purple not block here? It's because they think they can kill you on the backswing with Mabel plus Unrelenting. Like, that's the only line they have that kills.
Right.
Because they don't have a flash creature with 2 power.
Counter spell check, and purple just GG's.
Woo!
Ooh,
A little dicey with that one turn where Cajun passed, but wow, that was a game.
never punished because 0 spells drawn.
Hmm.
Ooh, ready up.
I mean, yeah, that would
Hmm.
ready for anything into the oppress the weak could have done something, but again, like a banished companion coming in clutch.
Yeah. So off the sideboarding, on Purple's end, they have a lot of different cards in the sideboard.
I think you bring in 2 Exant, 1 Pithwilt. Equilibrium Paladin could be useful for stopping the
I don't
actual
think Equilibrium
combo.
Paladin's good for anything other than specifically against a single deck that Purple knew was going to be in the GP.
I mean, it's good here because it stops the actual twin combo in question and is a blocker that functionally walls all of Cajun's creatures. So I feel like
I guess.
So I think like Pitwold, Exant, Equilibrium Paladin, Resounding Reliefs are the stuff that I would, what do you call it?
Bring in.
Are the stuff that I could see coming in.
Okay.
Don't ask me to do like what would be swapped out because that gets dicey.
Yeah.
But
So let's go to Cajun's side. Cajun's sideboard is a lot simpler. I don't think
Yeah,
you bring. Do you bring Confront like this?
I think the 4 Confront the Riddlemaster is kind of a meme, but
You bring it in. While you're thinking about that, I think Seal the Tomb also comes in because it's good against things.
Yeah. What do you take out for it though? Probably. I don't know. The deck is so tight already.
I think you want to put out the combo because you're never getting the combo off, right? Probably so many things to go right for that to happen. You might as well just be an aggro deck.
By that you mean just board out Sen essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, so out 4 Sen in 4 Seal the Tomb, I can see that.
Not 4 Seal the Tomb. That's too many Seal the Tombs.
Okay, like 2 Seal the Tombs to Confront or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not feeling super high on the Kalia's Abomination either.
You can also
so I almost feel like you bring in the daisies. Like you bring.
Board out the top end, bring in the aggro stuff, try to kill your opponent before they can stabilize.
Yeah, because like Purple's deck has tools to stabilize, undoubtedly, but also like I think its lack of non-unrelenting wipes means that if forced into a battle to answer 1v1, it kind of gets dicey. Also, Cajun boarded in Daisy but didn't board out the Sens.
Well, I mean, Sen
that
is
raises some questions.
Decent mid-range threat, I guess. But yeah.
I mean, it isn't awful, but like I'm questioning what they cited out to bring in Daisy, right?
Yeah, but looking at opening hands, Purple has a way better hand this time because they're definitely not going to be mana flooded, looking at the amount of filtering they have. And they have a turn 1 Cosmic Sinkhole.
Yeah, you can pretty easily just go turn 1 Island and then turn 2 Mirror Gate or whatever, and then...
I think you want to turn 2 Cantrip, though.
Right. So this is dicey for that. You can turn 2 Alrata and have Cajun draw, or Cajun investigate, but that's kind of sus.
And it's fine.
I mean, it might be worth it. Yeah, it might be worth it.
Cajun also gets...
It's probably worth it because you're getting the better cantrip anyways.
Wait.
Oh!
No turn 1 Cosmic Sinkhole? Are they just blanking on Cajun not having a 1-drop? Or thinking that 1-drop doesn't matter enough?
I mean, okay, here comes Daisy down Daisy Lane, I'm assuming? Or no, you want to play Banished Companion here. Never mind, what am I talking about?
Why? Daisy gets counters to play stuff, so you want the Daisy first, right? Or do you want the Daisy first? What's the rules text for Cadence again? Because I forgot.
It's when you cast a spell that has greater converted mana cost than this creature's power.
Right, so I guess Daisy into Rogar's Frenzy? That's the curve here?
Yeah, I guess. I feel like you kind of want to actually run out the Banished Companion turn 2. And my reasoning for that is you want to get as much onboard pressure before Purple has the opportunity to answer it, is my logic.
Yeah, but then Cajun's wasting a mana, assuming they don't draw anything.
I think that's fine. Because my thing is, I think playing off curve a little bit is fine, specifically because of so now Cajun's like, okay, if I play out a Banished Companion, it's getting countered if they have a hard counter anyways, and if they don't, I have the mana to pay for a Cosmic Sinkhole, which is literally the situation that's happening. And now they have more board advantage, and then they can start stacking up Rogars on Purple's end and forcing them to decide between countering them or running out proactive interaction. This is kind of perfect.
So let's see, ready for anything instead of Maze Collection, which makes sense.
No, yeah, nothing from Maze Collection is really that great right now. The best thing you can get is Unrelenting, and even then Unrelenting is not very good because you don't have the mana to cast it. You're trying to get into Purple grabbing a Renewal Grove. You want to get mana so that you can start casting this Pitwilt or cast this Mabel, which now has the ability to cast Mabel, does not have the ability to cast this Pitwilt or Oppress yet, but...
Mirror Gate's gonna get there. Hopefully.
Will it? I mean, will it? Because it doesn't produce a new color of mana.
Right.
So Renewal Grove will have to choose white or black. And if they choose black, they can cast Oppress the Weak. If they choose white, they can cast Mabel. No matter what they choose, they can't cast Pith Wilt.
I think you always cast Mabel here first because it's on curve and it draws you into more stuff.
Right. I don't disagree.
And once Maze Collection comes down, then Oppress the Weak has Civilized.
Mm-hmm.
So Purplemurasaki not playing an untapped land on turn 1 to keep up Cosmic Cinco. I think Purple's really feeling that. I'm not sure if it's a mistake or not. I guess Purple just values the clue over a Banished Companion.
Which I think is a mistake, given the win condition that Cajun has, right? Because their thing is, I get board presence faster than you, and your removal suite is clunky or slow enough that I'm fine with doing that. And specifically in this case, Purple knew that their removal would be, oh no, this is bad from Cajun. They're greeting here.
Oof. Well, no, it's not that bad, right? Because it's already past blockers, so it's not like...
No, yeah, but then it gets...
Ooh.
I guess they're going to Oppress the Weak the Daisy.
So they're not playing Mabel now. And they're also not drawing off Oppress.
They also don't have access to... Yeah, they don't have access to Mabel or Pith Wilt anymore.
I think they're trying to...
Did they scry another land on top with Ready for Anything? That might be it. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I see. So now they get Mabel...
Nebula not quite the land you want here, but then it makes sense.
Mabel plus Cinco?
Yeah.
Actually, funnily enough, Mirrorgate turns off Crumbling Precipice right now. Or I guess turns off red.
Well, Polypult produces red, but once Banished Companion is dead. Okay, Stolen Secrets is a pretty clutch top deck from Cajun.
If Stolen Secrets comes out, it's kind of a crapshoot on what to name, right? Because you have all these cards
you know that Purple swapped in Mabel.
Yeah.
So you can... Well, actually, you don't have to name until it resolves.
Yeah.
So I think it's a situation where Cajun's like, Purple either plays Mabel in response to this, in which case I can Rogars it and keep Banished Companion, or Purple plays Mabel in response and I just name instant and I grab something.
Purple just lets it resolve because they would rather Maze Collection plus Pith Wilt.
Yeah.
Naming instant.
No, but Cajun names instant. I think you grab Pith Wilt then.
Yeah, but then Purple gets Mabel plus Cosmic Sinkhole this turn.
Right, which I don't think really matters, right? In the sense of like the Cosmic Sinkhole isn't going to be hitting anything.
Yeah.
You just like, if you're Cajun, you just attack with Banished Companion. If Purple plays Mabel, you Rogar's Frenzy it, and it's not counterable by Cosmic Sinkhole. And that exchange puts Cajun slightly up because of Rogar's Frenzy being another card engrave.
Right.
And then Purple's left with Maze Collection, which honestly could bring them back into the game single-handedly. But
they also have perfect mana after Mirrorgate comes down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of dicey where it goes from there. But I think you definitely take Pith Wilt. Yeah.
I mean, if Purple really wants to live on the edge, they can play Maze Collection and crack the clue instead of playing Mabel.
I think that would be a little troll, but I can see it given that Mirrorgate gives them perfect mana next turn, and if they hit Unraveling... No, if they hit Unrelenting, they still can't kill Banished Companion, sorry. It's not
they let it through.
Okay, they let Banished Companion through. And then, in that case, Cajun just goes to end, has Rogar's Frenzy on Purple's end, or just saves the Rogar's Frenzy, honestly.
I mean, Purple has Cosmic Sinkhole for 2 now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Maze Collection. Oof. But yeah, I think if Purple cracks the clue here, then I think if you're Cajun, you just run Rogar's out face. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you save it for Mabel, but... Well, okay, Unrelenting is actually, I think, kind of the dream curve here to recover.
Mirrorgate's untapped, though, so you don't get to Unrelenting right away. You have to use Mabel to help you stabilize this one turn.
True. But I think it's getting into the point where Cajun has not successfully put Purple into the red zone enough, and they kind of don't have the cards to be able to do that, is my feeling. Like, what in Cajun's deck can really burst down Purple from this board state?
So Purple's going to crack the clue and not keep up Cosmic Sinkhole, so Cajun's probably going to throw out the Rogar's Frenzy here.
I was just going to say that Sophia actually could punch through, and then, depending on what it grabs from the top of Purple's deck.
Right.
So Sophia top deck is one of the things that really puts Cajun in a very good spot here. If Sophia is the thing that Cajun boarded out for the daisies, I would be very sad. I think that would not be the best.
Also, Purple has a Fractured Reach in hand now. So
so Unrelenting is live.
Yeah, they decided to draw from top rather than from their additional library. A Rogar hits face.
Yeah, just gonna Rogar's face. A little. Yeah, I don't know if I would have made that play, specifically because you don't have any way to kill Purple next turn. You know that they have life gain that they can cast, and one of those pieces of life gain is a creature which will effectively trade 3-for-1 with you, because it blocks Banished Companion, it counters your Rogar's Frenzy, quote-unquote, and draws a card. So I think you save it to kill Mabel, because at least then you're going like 1-for-1 with it. Or sorry, 2-for-1 with it.
Yeah, but then your opponent gets them tapped first, so they might have a counter, and you know their opponent has Cosmic Sinkhole.
Right, but I think that if you're forcing them to Cosmic Sinkhole your burn spell, like, because and this is assuming that they cast Mabel. If they cast Mabel, they won't be able to Cosmic Sinkhole Rogars because Cajun will have 4 mana or even 5 from their hand. So
Resounding Relief off the top.
Okay.
I think you play it now just so that your opponent can't exile Rogars in response.
Yeah, and then you play Fractured Reach and you have both Mabel and Unrelenting up.
Oof.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah, definitely a Resounding Relief for purple to top deck that card right now.
But and you get to hit 2 Rogars. I forgot there was 2 of them. Oh, that's painful. And they share types. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right. I haven't actually read the full reminder text on Purge yet. Sometimes I forget about what that mechanic does because actually what set it's from Myas. Is there like Purge support in that set or something?
Not to my knowledge. Oh, they also top deck Cane Dancer off of that, which gives them Ready for Anything and Oppress the Weak. So they have removal for Banished Companion as well. Okay.
Yeah, this is how you lose against a control deck.
Honestly, the Sen doing Stone Cold Nothing in Cajun's hand is feeling very sad right now.
Even if Sen does resolve,
I mean, again, I don't think it would do that much on the field or in hand. I think it does the most in this matchup in the sideboard.
Yeah, I'm assuming here Cajun is just going to Stolen Secrets and then play Sen. They're going to Stolen Secrets instant to get rid of the Cosmic Sinkhole and then realize that they're kind of screwed. Not that they haven't realized that already.
Mm-hmm. I think if Purple plays this right and doesn't Cane Dancer to kill the Banished Companion, that locks out Cajun's only out, which is, again, top deck Sophia, because Oppress can just, Flashback Oppress can kill Sophia, so...
Purple lets it resolve, Cajun names instant. They can snag the Unrelenting if they really want to.
Yeah. Which honestly, it kind of sad, because putting that in grave feels pretty awful.
Purple just gets to draw another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the perfect ordering of Unrelenting, Unraveling, and then the 2 most useless spells at the bottom feels pretty good for Purple.
Maybe their game paid off after flooding out in game 1.
Mm-hmm. It's called karma, baby.
Cajun says, cool and good.
Me too, thanks.
So do you discard Cosmic Sinkhole or Unrelenting? It has to be Cosmic Sinkhole, right?
What? Oh, you make them discard Unrelenting, right? I feel like you have more outs if you make them discard Unrelenting.
Yeah, and then what? Sen gets Cosmic?
I mean, just don't run out Sen this turn, forehead.
Then, like, what are you doing?
You're attacking in with Banished Companion.
Dies to Mabel. Wait, never mind. Right, you trade Banish for Mabel, and then you play Sen, and the opponent next turn uses Cane Dancer and flashes back Oppress, and then you cry.
Well, in that case, I think... I know I keep harping on Sophia, and I don't think Sophia is like a bandage to fix this game, but it's still... As long as that's on the table, I think that's the out, the singular out for Cajun.
Yeah.
So taking Oppress off the table to remove the Sen obviously is the right play, but I think Cajun is more fine with that because like it's got to remove something. It might as well be my awful 3/3 vanilla. God, it really is just a 3/3 vanilla, huh?
Yeah. Cajun attacks, and Purple does tap out for Mabel. Purple still doesn't know what the last card in Cajun's hand is, right? So they are taking a risk by doing this. Well,
to be fair, like, Cajun's scariest cards are played main 1, and, like, you can answer anything Cajun plays main 2 if it's a threat because of Oppress the Weak. I guess the scariest thing would be Kali's Abomination, but...
You can't play that because
because you only have 4 lands, so...
I mean, Kali's Abomination isn't even that bad, right? You just pitch Mirrorgate and Pissbuilt, and you Cane Dancer your Oppress the Weak, and then you also discard your hand again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even have to Cane Dancer Oppress the Weak. You can just Pissbuilt the Sen.
Yeah.
And then you get to name Polypools.
It's looking pretty over. I think naming Polypools is a bit troll there.
Yeah.
I think you name Crumbling Precipice to turn off Sen.
Does it turn off Sen? Your opponent has 2 basics, so it's going to tap for both colors anyways.
Yeah, never mind. Crumbling Precipice becomes a copy. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think this is where you concede and just quickly move on to game 2.
You mean game 3?
Or game 3. Yeah, game 3, yeah.
Okay, Cajun's still thinking.
I mean, played your outs. You have nothing to lose, so...
Except time.
Well, yeah, I think that we care a little bit more about that than the players do.
Yeah. End of turn.
Unrelenting, tutor plus drain, probably.
What does Purple have to tutor?
Oh, no, I know. They're just creating the 2/2 token. They have whatever the robot's name is, T3 blah 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 blah.
Do you think they
What's
boarded it
section?
out in this matchup because it's only for control
TT23
matchup?
Aegis?
Yeah.
I can see keeping it in. I think you board out Champion of the Provinces, but I think I can see keeping in TT23 Aegis. They also have Cast Out as a tutor target.
I don't think cast out is very necessary right now.
Yeah, it's not necessary. I definitely would rather go for. Yeah, okay, that's a concede. We're going on to game 3.
Do you think the players are thinking about resideboarding right now? Maybe Cajun's finally going
I
to bring out
mean,
their sends.
yeah, I also think that the dynamic of being on the play versus the draw actually matters a lot for each of these decks. So I think Cajun getting to be on the play twice is huge, huge.
But purple kind of threw away their advantage by being on the play and not keeping up Cosmic Cinco on turn 1.
Right. I think that it's a sus but defensible line there.
Yeah.
It's still sus.
I mean, so if purple actually tried to keep up Cosmic Cinco, then that means Cajun would have one more clue. Would that have swung the game in Cajun's favor? It
Not
means that they
really.
don't get the Banish Companion on turn 1, right? Or I guess the Daisy.
No, yeah, you counter Daisy and then you basically you match Cajun beat for beat there, and it makes it a lot less dicey, I guess. Oh, and this is first Sophia.
Sophia.
And also second Sophia.
And Confront. They actually boarded in Confront. That's hilarious.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you keep this, you go turn 1 Stolen Secrets to grab counter magic, or specifically Cosmic Sinkhole. Then turn 2 Sophia, and then you kind of just run away or attempt to run away with the game from there.
Well, so let's see. Purple is going to keep this hand, I think. Did they first mate out something?
And this is 6, right? So they have to.
Yeah.
They have to bottom something, and then I don't think you first made out anything. You want all of these cards. Or no, you don't want Cane Dancer. I think you Cane Dancer bottom, and then you don't.
Maybe you first made the Dreams Come True, because it's basically preventing as much damage as Dreams Come True, if you think about it.
Right, no, that makes sense, actually. And it's 1 mana cheaper. No, that makes 100% sense, actually. Yeah. I think Cosmic Sinkhole, Exent, Mabel is a pretty solid starting hand, and purple essentially has perfect mana. I think if you're purple, you turn 1, play. Well, actually, no. Cajun's going to remove Cosmic Sinkhole.
Well, it's either Cosmic or Exent. Either one will answer Sophia.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. I think the Cosmic is just sort of scarier.
No Mabel. Okay.
If you want to be hilarious, you can let them keep the Cosmic and then confront the Riddle Master them.
I still think that's a bad trade.
This is why I don't think that boarding in the Confront the Riddle Masters was right, but we'll see.
Okay, so let's see what Cajun does here, because this is going to determine. Well, it's not going to determine too much, because either ways, purple gets to answer the first Sophia and gets really sad once Cajun drops the second Sophia.
Mm-hmm. Depends on, because they have 2 draws there, so it depends on how that goes.
Yeah, and if Cajun takes Exent, then purple's also going to get whacked by Confront.
You grab Exent for that reason. It's very stupid, but I think that's really the better play.
Well, purple's probably thinking really hard about why Cajun took Exent over a Cosmic Sinkhole.
The reason to do that is if you're just going to play a 1-drop next turn, right?
Right.
Like game 2. So I guess purple would be assuming that.
Oh yeah, Sophia?
Do
Cosmic!
it.
I still don't think that's going to change the game anytime soon, though, because it's just 4 damage.
Honestly, make Confront the Riddle Master a Lava Axe, please. Please. I think that would be fun and fair gameplay.
Ooh, another Cosmic.
Sync.
Okay. Unfortunately,
this means the second Sophia is going the way of the first.
And then they both get exiled by Resounding Relief.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Cajun.
Cosmic Sinkhole? Purple, are you thinking about it? Why are you thinking about it? You should just...
Yeah, there's literally nothing to think about. I think they're just pretending to think, just to throw Cajun off of what they could have.
Maybe they're playing around Confront the Riddle Master number 2?
That would be very stupid.
Actually, no, they're thinking about what to fetch,
honestly,
because they need to fetch a non-blue land for Cosmic Sinkhole.
You just fetch up planes, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything that requires black in your hand right now.
Womp womp.
And then you can just... I guess actually they could have been thinking, oh, okay, actually, no, maybe grabbing a plains is the wrong move. And the reason I say this is if you grab a swamp, you can pay 2 life to Nebula and name black and white, and that lets you play Unrelenting, which is the only double-pipped card in the deck.
Don't you have Unraveling too?
Unraveling is only off Maze Collection.
Right.
But purple naturally has 2 Unrelentings in their deck.
They're fetching out all their basics right now. Swamp now. I'm assuming a Resounding Relief is coming down. Oh, hit the 2 Sophia. Oh, are they saving Resounding Relief for the Rogar's Frenzies?
I mean, they don't know that Cajun has them.
Yeah, so. But they're not playing it right now, so they're definitely saving it for something.
I honestly don't know why they didn't just play it out.
If they're saving it for Rogar's Frenzy, or I guess Unearth, or whatever. Maybe they're trying to blow out Cajun when they try to unearth something.
That is actually that's a fair thing.
I don't think they get to
If
keep up
Cajun,
dreams come
if Cajun
true.
under Sophia, you feel pretty sad. Okay. I think that. Well, okay, I guess that's just for
Actually,
dreams
no.
come true.
It's because dreams come true exiles 4 things, so no point in resounding before that, right? Might as well get 12 value from dreams exile mode.
That's dumb because resounding relief. If you exile, you don't get to draw a card unless you purge. So if you have exile anyways, why not just play out?
You can you can always
resounding
purge
relief?
your own lands.
You could, but like, wouldn't have resounding reliefing earlier been more mana advantage?
Yeah, maybe, but at this point, mana advantage doesn't really matter because it's all about card advantage now. I guess resource advantage.
I mean, again, resounding relief is a 1-for-1, except it gains you 3 life.
Yeah, but dreams
So
come
like,
true.
it wouldn't have changed anything in that regard.
It's all-
Resolve, but hold afterwards.
Ooh,
Hold
they're
for
gonna
what?
double Rogar's Frenzy purple
And
when it's tapped out.
No,
Exile your
not
yard.
like.
Yeah, Cajun's probably feeling really clever by Rogar's Frenzying after the dreams come true to avoid the exile, but they're going to... Actually, no, they can just exile the Rogars in response to Resounding Relief now. And they only use 1 Rogars?
So it can't be purged.
Are you specifically playing around Resounding Relief?
I think so. I legitimately think so.
Do they know that it's in Purple's hand? Like, when did they hand attack?
I think it's just a soul read. Okay, this is currently a pretty purple favored match right now. But again, purple doesn't really have a way to win. They're sort of just spinning their wheels until something happens.
I guess they're going to Resounding Relief the single Rogars.
No, they're ready. I think they're ready for anything.
No, they're going to get rid of the Rogars before Cajun untaps and exiles
No,
it.
you can't resounding relief that because it's exile 2 cards. It's not up to 2 cards.
That's
so you have to exile
from graveyards. You can exile your own Cosmic Sinkhole.
Right. Never mind. I thought it was from a single graveyard. Okay, you exile a Cosmic Sinkhole on your Rogars.
Rogars play plus Exont.
Yeah, same result. And purple goes back up to 16.
There's Maze Collection. But
well,
purple is defenseless this turn.
Does it matter?
Does Cajun have a top deck that could just completely swing the game? Maybe a
Also,
Sophia top deck?
to be fair, Maze Collection, if Maze Collection rips like Swipe Secret, no, actually, there's really nothing that's bad on top because Unraveling, Unrelenting, and Mind Rip are all good here, and then you can draw one of them on your natural draw step even if Swipe Secrets gets topped. So, yeah.
Yeah. Not naming Shardstone Rift. Well, I mean, doesn't matter. Has Cajun drawn any Profane Emissaries this game at all?
Not this set.
I guess they're probably pretty happy.
They also didn't draw any Sophias until this game, but...
Oof. Mountain off the top. At least they get the Rogar's Frenzy and exile in the same turn.
Mm-hmm. Or, well, you don't want to exile in the same turn.
Well, exile it before it can get exiled by purple.
Right, but then you want to do that in response to an exile spell, because if you Rogar's too early and purple rips an Unrelenting, you have no resources.
Right.
Which again, I still think that this is firmly in purple's favor. But
Purple's looking at their sideboard. Okay, Rogar's face. They're going to do it now while purple's kind of tapped out.
I don't know if I agree with the Rogar's face on... I feel like Cajun should be doing these on purple's end step.
Well, no, the backside of Rogar can't be countered.
No.
So, I mean, you want to cast the front side while purple's kind of tapped out, and then you can use the backside whenever, hopefully in response to purple trying to exile it.
I mean, right, but why not just... Like, okay, in this scenario, let's say purple rolls Swipe Secrets on top. You can keep the Rogars in hand to bait the Swipe Secrets and then just cast it on. There's so many different lines where I feel like it's better just Rogars. Like, what do you gain from Rogars fencing on your own turn?
Good point.
Yeah, maybe I'm missing something, but I genuinely don't think that Cajun gains anything from not waiting. Also, Unrelenting, Unraveling, Unrelenting, Unraveling, and then once again, Mind Rip and Swipe Secrets at the bottom.
Lackybot is rooting against you, says purple.
I mean, this kind of sucks. Lackybot's randomness is rooting against Cajun. Maze Collection is beating Cajun. This is a real Frankenstein story right here.
Yeah. Okay, purple. What are you thinking about right now? They're going to take the Unraveling.
This game's over.
Yeah, but it's going to be a very slow death for Cajun.
Right.
Cajun's going to end of turn exile Rogars, right? Right into the Unrelenting. I mean, there's no point in doing anything else. Oh yeah, you can sack all your tokens to Channel of the Veil in order to get some use out of them.
Still think this is bad because they have Unrelenting.
Yeah,
why not
but
just wait?
Is purple ever going to play Unrelenting while Cajun has nothing else on board?
I mean, I think that, again, it's play to your outs, right? Like, if purple plays for, like, the -1/-1 mode and, like, the 2/2 mode or the -1/-1 and the lose 3 life, gain 3 life mode, you're like, okay, cool. I'll just run out my Rogars and force them to grab another Unrelenting.
Yeah, sack to burn 3. I mean, purple's at 8.
Yeah, but they have a known Unraveling, and Cajun's deck is not being kind in terms of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just pass.
Ready to bait the swipe secrets that's at the bottom of the pile.
So true.
Ready for anything.
Mm.
You know, the worst part about all this for Cajun is that cards like Ready for Anything does cause Purple to spend some time thinking, even though the game's almost over. So it's like you're just sitting there while you know that you're going to lose, and your opponent's thinking about how to best kill you.
Not even how to best kill you, it's just sort of like...
How to best make sure that you're never having fun again.
Yes, does Cajun have any interaction?
Does Confront the Real Master count as interaction?
Honestly, maybe? No, but like, purple has enough mana to TT23 Aegis.
Pretty sure they boarded it out.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's one of like your only win cons that isn't one of your 2 land win cons. I think you keep it in.
Actually, if Cajun top deck...
Especially because it's tutorable. Like, why? Like, I don't know that it's... Because I think Champion of the Provinces is worse.
I think it's because you win anyways if you get into this state where you can start tutoring for this robot. But like, if Cajun top deck 3 Confront the Real Masters in a row and Purple doesn't top deck any more Unrelentings, then Cajun can win, right?
Right.
So yeah, your out right now is just top decking 3 Confront the Real Masters in a row.
The whole playset, baby.
Never mind, Dream Comes True. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure Dreams Comes True is just better than the robot when it comes to slamming the door on the opponent.
I mean, again, it doesn't actually win the game, is the thing. Like, you're just spinning your wheels while the robot closes out the game.
I think the win condition here is Unrelenting Drains.
I mean, with Cajun at 15 on God?
Yeah.
I think the win condition is wait for Cajun to play anything and just mind rip a win con from them because, I mean, win conless control is cool.
Maybe Cane Dancer Beats? I mean, that's also an option.
To be fair, they still have Adravir and Monument of Queens. It's just they have to draw them reasonably soon.
No, Purple has all the time in the world.
Well, I mean, reasonably soon so that we don't have to keep sitting here and watching this.
Yeah.
Or so that Cajun doesn't get time to top deck 3 Confront the Riddle Masters plus another burn spell or something.
Banish Companion, that's not going to do it. Actually, maybe Banish Companion will kill Cajun faster than Purplemurasaki can kill Cajun.
I mean, no, okay, you mind rip Cajun for X equals 3, and what do you grab from Cajun? Let's see.
Then?
I mean, Sen's bad, though.
Yeah, but that's the most expensive thing in Cajun's deck.
Yeah, but why grab the most expensive when you can just grab, like...
what happens if Sophia hits while you don't own her? Like, who gets
Good
Sophia?
Question.
If
you may play that card, then foretell Sophia. Actually, I don't know, Chief. I can see just grabbing, like a Sadie. I guess Sen as a vanilla 3/3 isn't awful. But just something to actually start putting a clock on Cajun.
I mean, that's why Cajun's never going to cast anything now, because they know that Mind Rip's in Purple's hand.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of making it fast, Cajun's just torturing themselves.
Yeah, there's definitely played here outs, but what is the out here?
Again, Confront the Real Master. Or never mind, Purple's out of range of 3 Confront the Real Masters.
Yeah, so you need another burn spell. So you need Confront the Riddle Master X3 plus Rogars. And now Purple's grabbing another Maze Collection, so we'll be able to Unrelenting themselves even more out of range.
Well, no, the worst part about this is that now Purple has to go through another time-consuming process of shuffling up the deck.
Okay, Cajun just concedes.
Thanks, Cajun, for saving us time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunate. I was hoping for the storyline TM, but Purple keeps the dream alive and makes their 6th straight GP top cut.
Yeah.
And with that, both of the Esper control decks have made it, as well as Urzi's Sultai control deck. So okay. I think 3 out of 8/9, depending on how the El Makino versus Canterbury Egg game goes, top cuts are control decks.
Oh god. Well, we're going to have to commentate all those, aren't we?
Yeah, we do have some other interesting decks on the table. So for other guaranteed top cut players, we have Canterbury Egg, who is on the Hatsuo's Maneuver deck. We have Homerod Tribal, who's on Grixis Pressure. Yeah. We have Datacorn, who is on Creativity deck. Scribble, who is on Black-Green. It's Black-Green control, but ostensibly it's like Black-Green interactive mid-range. Yeah, and I don't think... Yeah, there's literally no one else who's already gotten top cut. Yeah.
Wait, did you forget about me?
Yeah, there's no one else. There's no one else who's gotten top cut. So we can move. Yeah, so we can move on and wrap up this commentary right now.
You forgot about me.
It's almost like I can still hear his voice. No, but yeah, okay. Ricky did make top cut with the Dreamsight 8-sack deck. So
yeah, see? We're gonna see a bunch more funny games with that deck.
I know that Pip has said that just counter magic the deck and it folds to that. So we'll see. With 3 counter magic heavy control decks in the top cut. We'll see how true that is.
Yeah, but only time will tell.